The green frog hopped down the lane, in search of knowledge and adventure. He felt keenly that his destiny was to become a human, but had no idea how he might make it a reality. As he hopped along, he noticed an old science lab tucked away behind an alleyway. A breakthrough! Excited, the frog made a beeline for the old science lab and pushed through the creaky door. Inside, he found mysterious crystals and glass beakers glinting from dusty shells. With gusto, he decided this very lab would be his key to becoming a man. Gathering together as many beakers and test tubes as he could find, the frog began to sort through them. It wasn't long before he latched onto a magical-looking vial of blue liquid, which he knew would help him on his quest. Carrying his newfound prize, the frog ventured back outside into the sunshine.
He scuttled along until he came across a patch of grass teeming with grasshoppers.
The little frog's mouth watered at the sight, and he dived straight in. In the chaos of gobbling grasshoppers, the frog accidentally dropped the magical vial of blue liquid. He scrambled about, trying to retrieve it, but by now it had begun to seep into the ground. Oh no! No! Just then, the frog spotted a murky black pool in the distance, shimmering under the blazing sun. Tentatively, he crept towards the pool and peered down into its depths. To his surprise, there was something beautiful floating at the bottom. He reached into the water and pulled out the shining object, a large crystal. Immediately, the little frog realized this must be the same kind of crystal he'd seen in the old science lab, a definite breakthrough. Racing back to the lab as fast as his tiny legs could carry him, the frog began to carefully arrange his supplies, the crystal, plus a few more chemicals he'd knocked over while searching around. Time to conduct some experiments. Having gathered all his materials, the frog hunkered down and got to work. He spent the whole day and night diligently mixing different chemicals in various beakers and tubes, creating strange potions and concoctions. By dawn, the frog was exhausted. Yet despite being worn out, he felt strangely energized inside. Could it be that he was finally close to unlocking the secret of becoming a man? He'd have to wait and see. For many days and nights, the little frog kept up his experiments away from the prying eyes of passers-by. Little did anyone know that at night he was casting sinister spells and chants, hoping to complete his transformation. Unexpectedly, the frog's experiments started to yield unexpected results. Soon enough, he was jumping high into the air and eagerly combing his newly grown fuzzy fur. Miraculously, the tricky little rascal had started to turn into a human. Overjoyed, the frog adjusted to his new body and learned to do things like eat with utensils, use modern gadgets, and interact normally with other people.
It seemed like his long efforts had truly paid off.
One day, while exploring the town, the frog stumbled across an old abandoned mansion on the outskirts. Taking it as an invitation, he eagerly entered the dilapidated building, with curiosity in his heart. Inside, the frog was stunned as his eyes adjusted to the gloomy darkness. The walls were lined with portraits of what looked like past scientists, each one staring at him with mystical eyes. It sent shivers down his spine. Acutely aware that something special lay ahead, the frog pressed further into the unknown depths of the mansion. Soon enough, he emerged into a bright chamber full of tinkling bells, bubbling concoctions, and mysterious objects. Cautiously, the frog approached a huge black cauldron in the center of the room and peered in. His eyes widened as he registered the swirling purple potion inside. Could this be the final step in making him totally human? The frog knew this was his chance to take the plunge, so without thinking twice, he gulped down the contents of the cauldron.
An electric jolt whizzed through his body as he transformed before our very eyes into a handsome young man.
The young man took a moment to admire himself in the mirror before tentatively venturing outside to explore the world in his new human form. He had made it. His mission to become a man had been a success. Standing on the steps of the mansion, the former frog looked out with admiration at the bustling cityscape before him. It was only thanks to his hard work and determination that he had made it here, a true testament to the power of believing in yourself.